Action!
Since the dawn of digital filmmaking,
Authoritative.
One show serves a worldwide network of media professionals.
Current.
uniting industry experts,
Production.
filmmakers,
Post-production.
and content creators around the planet.
Distribution.
From the media capital of the world in Los Angeles, California, the Digital Production Buzz goes live now.
And welcome to the Digital Production Buzz, the world's longest running podcast for creative content producers covering media production, post-production, marketing, and distribution around the world. We've got a great group of guests today, and we're going to be starting with Josh Apter. He's a regular guest on the Buzz. He's also the owner of the Manhattan Edit Workshops. He joins us this week to talk about the state of the film industry in New York City. One of the things that we saw was a huge shift in the market probably 5 years ago, where people just didn't want to show up for face-to-face training. They wanted to have more online and watch it at their own time. How are you getting people to come and attend training for instructor-led classes?
I think it's the fact that the instructors are all naked when they train. I think that's a huge draw. I've always been a fan. And the way that I learned personally was I really needed to lock myself in a room, turn off the phone, the internet, and just really focus on training. I tried learning things from DVDs and books and whatnot, and I'm too easily distracted. I do think there are people out there for whom learning online and learning, from a book and these sort of things are great. I use them as reference materials. When I need to learn a specific thing, I can look it up, and there's always the answer on the internet. But for me, in terms of the core training, the instructor-led experience and the total immersion of just spending the time, I always feel like that is its own reward, and the concepts catch on so much more quickly that way.
Then, Bruce Nazarian, the CEO of the Digital Media Consulting Group, has been consulting for Warner Brothers for the last year and has some very interesting revelations about how DVDs are now being distributed. And no, they're not dead yet. Bruce, you've spent the last year creating a department at Warner Brothers specifically to fulfill DVDs on demand. And it gets back to one of the loves in your life, which is optical media. Tell us what you did.
Well, the long tail phenomenon that I'm sure your listeners are familiar with, which is there's continuing life in a lot of content, but not necessarily enough to justify a very expensive upfront cost for DVD replication. To service the long tail for titles that have either been in replication and have slowed down, or have never been in replication for DVD, but still have an audience, we created an authoring division that authored specifically for manufacture on demand, which is a burn it as you go as the orders come in.
And Garrett Savage is a freelance editor in New York and will be moderating a panel for the upcoming MuShop Sight, Sound, and Story conference, discussing how to deconstruct a scene and improve your editing, which is a very cool concept. Well, thinking of stress, there's two other things I want to talk with you about, but one thing, you're a freelance editor in New York. How do you manage to survive as a freelance editor? What are the challenges? It sounds like you're almost always in marketing mode, trying to find the next gig.
I think there's a period, for me, my own personal experience, I think there's a period where I was, but what I find really encouraging about New York, and lots of times people say, oh, you're an editor, why are you in New York, why didn't you go to LA? But I find there are so many content, there's so much content in New York that's just needing to be edited. But every week, every month, I find out about new places that I've never even heard of that are hiring freelance editors. After a while, you do a good job and you're personable, and so much, as you guys know, so much of the part of your job is just how you are as a person and how you are in the room and how up for the job you are and up for the task at hand and just being a good person. And so after a while, you establish that reputation. The same people start working with you, and before you know it, you're in demand, because then people ask that. Producers talk to each other and they say, "Well, who do you like?" And I say, call this guy or this woman, and talk to them. So I don't know if it's lucky or good. It's probably a combination of both. But I think certainly in New York, there's so much work that if you prove yourself, you'll be in demand.
Yeah, that's what I always say is that, if you have a lot of talent, people will find you as long as you put yourself out there.
These highlights are from the May 7th, 2015 edition of the Digital Production Buzz.